Hey, what's up, guys? It's Dan again from CryptoCamacho.com, where each day I bring you the latest and greatest in cryptocurrency and help you make more money in this crazy cryptocurrency world that we're living in today. Guys, today I want to talk about a specific privacy coin. I want to talk about the king of privacy coins. What am I talking about, guys? I'm talking about Monero. I want to talk about Monero because I think Monero is significantly undervalued right now, and I think that in 2018 and beyond, we're going to see Monero go up a lot in value, guys, and I'll give you the reasons why in just a second here. So first, what is Monero? So Monero is one of the oldest privacy coins out there today, right? If Bitcoin is the king of cryptocurrency, Monero is the king of privacy coins. They have the most widespread adoption. They're the only privacy coin that literally is completely untraceable, untrackable, unlinkable, so forth and so on. I'll get into that in just a moment. But Monero is being widely adopted on the darknet. It's being widely adopted through a variety of integrations, which I'll go through in just a second. And I think that at the price point it's at today, I think it's completely undervalued right now. Let's take a quick look at Monero on CoinMarketCap. So CoinMarketCap says that Monero today is number 13 in terms of market cap compared to all other cryptocurrencies. It's at a market cap of about 4.9, almost $5 billion. Has a price point of $318 with a supply of 15 million coins, right? And so I like, one, that the supply of coins is relatively low. If you look at Dash, the supply of Dash is about half that of Monero, and the price is about twice that as Monero, right? It's a little bit higher than twice that, actually. Has a market cap of 6 billion. Monero has a market cap of 4 billion. And the supplies are about half what they are from one another, right? So this, even in and of itself, tells me that the price of Monero should be closer to $400, rather than $318. So that's kind of point number one. Point number two is that Monero is now overtaking Bitcoin on the dark net. If you just search in Google for dark web or darknet cryptocurrency, you'll see Monero's name popping up all over the place. Monero becoming more popular than Bitcoin on the dark web. Bitcoin in the dark web, new terrorist threat. Cryptocurrency Monero is skyrocketing thanks to darknet drug lords financing the dark web, and it talks all about Monero. And essentially, if you dig into this topic and research it a little bit more, you're going to find out that Monero is overtaking Bitcoin and is really becoming the default cryptocurrency to be used on the dark web. And that is because Monero is completely untraceable. It creates complete anonymity for users that are transacting with Monero. I mean, just search here again for darknet cryptocurrency. You're going to see Monero's name pop up all over the place, right? Read through these forums. You're going to see Monero again popping up all over the place. So look at this. Darknet cryptocurrency, Zcash versus Monero. Monero has a leg up and is better than Zcash, and I'll tell you why. I like Zcash, but Monero is better than that. So also, if you look at the integrations of Monero, many are happening as we speak. Every day, every week, more and more integrations are happening. Dream Market puts finishing touches on Monero integration. CoinSquare is integrating Monero. Rakahut, the cryptocurrency wallet success story with Monero. It's all over the board, guys. Monero support for the Ledger hardware wallet inches closer to reality. All kinds of things. There was even something in here. Canada's top exchange, CoinSquare, could beat Coinbase to adding Monero, so forth and so on. And just look through this. There's integrations happening all over the place. So Monero is being widely adopted in the cryptocurrency space, in the tech communities, so forth and so on. It's got a very big user base and a very big success story, if you will. And the reason why the dark web is embracing Monero is because it scales. It's been tested. It's been tried and true. Unlike some of these other privacy coins, right, that are brand new, that are just coming out. And I'm not going to say they don't have potential and they're not good coins, because they absolutely are. But Monero has been around longer. It's been tested. It's been tried and true. And it's being scaled on the dark web. And we all know that whatever happens on the dark web will ultimately at some point become more mainstream, especially when it comes to technology. If you guys remember back to like the Napster days, if you guys remember Napster, you remember Napster? Napster was a peer-to-peer music selling software, if you will. It was a centralized platform that was really the first company to enable peer-to-peer electronic transferring of music files, right? Then we all know Napster went out of business because the government was able to seize control of Napster because it was a centralized entity, and the government shut down Napster. So what happened after Napster came something called Gnutella. Gnutella was the first kind of decentralized, distributed peer-to-peer technology. And then beyond that, we went to things like BitTorrent, right? And Tor networks and things like that. And that's what's happening today. And that's really, if you go to bittorrent.org, bittorrent.com, you'll see how the Tor network works, and it enables private and anonymous transactions to happen with files, with software, with music, with anything data related. Monero is basically the same thing as that, but for money, right? So Bitcoin initially, was kind of this poster child for anonymous transaction, darknet transactions, anonymity, things like that. And we quickly found out that Bitcoin was not really anonymous because it could be linked back to the account where Bitcoin was purchased, where all of my information is, right? So it's not truly anonymous. Monero is the first coin to come out to really truly be an anonymous coin to provide untraceable, unlinkable transactions between two parties, right? And even beyond that. So I think Monero is really unseating Bitcoin in terms of becoming the #1 default cryptocurrency for privacy and anonymity across the web. And this is going to become more important in 2018 as more governments, as more third parties, as more regulators look to regulate Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, regulate the transactions, regulate the taxation of cryptocurrencies, the gains on cryptocurrency gains, so forth and so on. Monero and other privacy coins are going to really fill those gaps where people want this anonymity. They want privacy. They want security. They want the government and third parties out of their hair. And I think Monero is really, really suited to pick that up well, to really take off in 2018 for all these things coming down the pike. And that's why I'm very, very bullish on Monero. If you go to Monero's chart on Coinigy, you look at Monero sitting at about 319. It's starting to make its way up a little bit, and I expect this to go up a lot more in the next month or even sooner. It did have a high of about $500, and then it went down to a low recently of $230. Bouncing back up to 319. Again, I think it should be closer to 400 at least right now, and it's not because of the dips that have been happening and the fear in the market and so forth and so on, fear, uncertainty, and doubt, FUD. So I think it's positioned and it's poised to blow up and go up from here. And so I am definitely invested in it. Another pioneer in the tech space, the cybersecurity space, John McAfee, he touts Monero, as being bulletproof, as being kind of the next coin to really rise up in the ranks. It should be worth really thousands, in my opinion. I think it's going to take a little longer to get that widespread adoption, but it's happening on the dark web. And we're going to see soon more applications coming out which enable this privacy, anonymity, and security aspect into other applications. And I think that's where Monero is going to start to shine. If we go back to the Monero website, you could go through this kind of yourself, but I do want to show you that, what specifically Monero does, I think that's different from many of the other privacy coins, is really right here. It's all laid out. There's 5 points of why Monero is set apart from the other cryptocurrencies and the other privacy coins on the market. 1, it's untraceable. Unlike most of the digital coins, Monero uses a special technology called ring signatures. Think of an onion, guys, or rings, multiple rings, which shuffles users' private keys in order to eliminate the possibility to an identity of a particular user, right? So automatically it's untraceable because it's shifting keys, and when the transaction happens, it only then chooses the key to use, right? And it doesn't link it back to the actual user. Next one, unlinkable. Being a great feature, untraceability doesn't protect a receiver from defining his or her balance through inspecting ongoing messages to the user's public address. Therefore, Monero employs a specific protocol which generates multiple unique one-time addresses that can only be linked by the payment receiver and are unfeasible to be revealed through blockchain analysis. That's a very, very big one. So the transactions you send cannot be linked back to the sender or to the sender's account or to the person that purchased the Monero in the first place. It can't be done. Only the receiver of the payment, has that code. And given the cryptography of Monero, it will be virtually impossible right now to crack that to link it back to the original sender, right? That's another reason. Reason number 3, security. Like any other digital currency, Monero is cryptographically secured, though the peculiarity of algorithm consists in tremendous computational and electric capabilities that a hacker would need to even try to steal your funds. To put in a nutshell, your wallet is unbreakable. It's unpenetrable, right? Given the computing power today, it's just virtually impossible to break the wallet. Maybe when quantum computing comes out, that'll be a different story, but right now, completely unbreakable. Number 4, private. Besides other features, privacy is basically provided with the idea of anonymous transactions without any obligation to cooperate with third parties. Monero is based on cryptography that has lots of muddling factors in its arsenal, making it difficult to detect whose transactions belong to. So it's very, very private. And in the protocol, it deliberately muddles and, breaks apart the signals to connect, these pieces together to tie them back to a user, right? Lastly, analysis resistant, right? Here's one thing about Bitcoin is that with the right amount of analysis, the right team, the right computational power, anything can be analyzed on Bitcoin and Bitcoin's blockchain core, right? Anything can, given the amount of time and resources, it can be broke and it's not truly anonymous. And that's why Monero comes in. Monero's blockchain analysis resistant results from unlinkability, which was achieved by using a modified version of the Diffie-Hellman exchange protocol that generates multiple one-time public addresses that can only simply be gathered by the message receiver, but hardly analyzed by confused foreigners inside the Explorer. So again, it's using this ring technology, and it's using this protocol that generates multiple public addresses and keys, and it's only deciphered on the receiving end when that transaction is completed. So boom, there again is another reason why Monero is powerful. So guys, this is why I'm bullish on Monero in 2018. I think there's a ton of potential there. If you want a secure coin, if you want a coin that's been around for a while, you want a coin that's not going away, you want a coin that's more stable than some of these altcoins that are under $1, under $10, Monero is it for you. I mean, there's other great privacy coins out there, but Monero is the most stable, and I think will have the most stability through 2018 and likely have the most, rising potential. It may not beat out some of the others in terms of overall gains in 2018 because it's a little bit higher price. But I think overall in the long term, it's going to be less risky. It's going to be more stable. You're going to make a decent return, if not a fantastic return. And you're going to see Monero go up in the months to come, guys. Mark my words on that. I'm Dan from CryptoCamacho.com. If you haven't already subscribed, please click on that little red box in the corner there. Click that red box. You'll be subscribed. You'll receive video updates from me on a regular basis. And until then, guys, hope you enjoyed. Leave your comments and let me know if you think there's anything better than Monero. I would love to hear your opinions, guys. Thanks. See you later.